And the Strago Behemoths have returned. These weird, reskinned Kaiser Behemoths with the hammers. Now, if you guys remember, during the Strago event, this was the last fight that we had before the LUFENIA era started, excluding the surprise Abyss. That would be Miss Memoriam, the Final Fantasy IX themed one that came out with Vivi. That was technically the last one for Global, but that one was a surprise. But as far as the JP timeline goes, this was the last one before we got that Shinryu fight. So yeah, it's kind of weird just seeing how far we've come. LUFENIA's been going on for a while. 2 waves, which is very rare for LUFENIA, but this one's 2 waves. This first wave is not much to worry about. If you let them act too much, though, I don't know how hard the attack is, but they AoE HP. You know how these things do. They charge up and they blast you. Yes, I am bursting in the first wave, only because I brought Bartz. And see, I don't see not bursting immediately with Bartz. I think that's just kind of the way to go, at least with the comps that I run. You know, it just makes sense. If you're going to bring turn hoggers, if you're going to bring people who can really benefit from that Bartz burst effect at 3 stacks, it makes sense to just go into it early. So this way, if we play our cards right, we will begin the last wave with Bartz burst effect fully ready. That helps out both of them a lot. It's cool because you'll see Yang, when he does his follow-up attacks, he'll just have Cat Brave when he's done. He'll do his jump kicks and then he'll have Cat Brave ready to go. It's pretty nice. Okay, so that, and I like Tifa and Yang. I don't think I've really paired them together before, but this is pretty cool. I mean, she's not as abusive with Yang as Terra is, where, you know, Terra just goes and goes and goes and goes. But it's still just as effective. I mean, she does a lot more damage than Terra does. At least, you know, in an immediate sense. You know, she'll just kind of pop a skill and bam, there's a bunch of damage. Terra can do that much, but it takes her a while. As far as, you know, when you're doing the LD loops, you know, if you loop it right, yeah, she can hit as hard as Tifa, but it takes way longer to do that. Okay, see, this is perfect. We see 65. That's 2 stacks, and now 3 because we use the skill. So now we are up against the dogs. Are these things dogs? What the hell are... No, they're not dogs. They kind of look like dogs. Whatever the... Why do they have red teeth? Is that just... Okay, that's not like blood-soaked teeth. That can't be. There's literally no white left, unless they're just that bloodthirsty. They just, okay, maybe we better be careful. Or we should just beat the shit out of them before they get to do anything. But, you know, unlike me, I am actually going to let them take some turns, because these things have a mechanic where if you take too many consecutive actions in a row, I believe it's 20 actions. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm almost positive it's 20 actions. They will put this yellow aura up where you hit ones and you can't do any HP damage until they take a turn. So, okay, that means we gotta let them take a few turns to avoid that. So, Galuf is fantastic for that. Yang is about as good too. Because it's not like they're gonna break us with Yang around. So swing away, you're not gonna do anything. I figured Yang made more sense than Galuf at this point, just because of how oppressive the other two are, especially Tifa. It would make more sense to just add to that with Yang, as opposed to being more reserved with Galuf. So that's what we did. I'm really liking this 8 debuffs thing. I think that's going to help out a ton of characters. Like Ferris is a big one. Maybe I'll actually use her call from time to time. Emperor is another one. He used to take up most of the debuff slots just with his traps. But now he's got plenty to work with, which is great. I mean, we have Cat Brave anyway, so you're not going to break us. And even if we didn't, we got the Yang LD buff, which means no breaks for the team. Not a lot of people know that. Most people just think that Yang's there to just kick and kick and kick, which yes, that is most of what he's there to do. But when his when his LD buff is up, your team can't get broken. Very good LD. I feel like Yang was not hyped enough. And that's not, you know, directed at anyone in particular. I know there were people who definitely were hyping Yang, of course, but I don't know, it just seemed like he's a character that a lot of people missed, because a lot of people didn't know, and now they're like, oh crap, I really wish I would have pulled for this dude. He's a monster. Okay, they get pretty high brave damage reduction when they're like this, until you break them, so thank you, Bartz. Let's do this. Bam! Gone. I think it's about that time. We let you guys act enough, which means we can really just go in and... You know what? We're going to wait just a little bit, because my Tifa has some free turns she can take before the summon starts, and she needs to refresh her EX buff, so let's just do this. I didn't really want to take out Yang, but I think he was the best choice. He's put in enough work as is, but at this point, we don't really need him much. The only thing stronger than Tifa is 2 Tifas and a Bartz. I swear to God. Alright. So now, yes, I didn't even mention this, but I pulled for Ashe, 30 tickets, hell yeah. I gave Yang the Ashe Call to inflict that imperil, and so that he could deal with the orb with the follow-ups, but it ended up, you know, we didn't really need that much, honestly. Because, as you can see, we're just going into the Ramuh summon anyway, which deals with the orb. Yeah, the orb, by the way, is, it's thunder and holy damage. How it works is, if you hit it with just thunder or just holy, the orb will stay the same. But if you hit him with both, aka Ashe, hard Ashe cell for sure, then the orb will increase. That's how it works. That was a good summon phase. I just noticed Bartz lost his EX buff, but he's not going to be acting anymore anyway, so it doesn't really matter. This fight is over. Should we stay on you? Yes, we should. Didn't quite get it, that's fine. We will shift focus. Yeah, let's go to you now. This orb is ticking down, but they're about to die anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. One more hit for free. Perfect. Okay, so Yang. Yeah, we didn't really need that Ashe Call, I don't think, but whatever. Yang gets double kill. Beautiful. Okay. So this wasn't so bad, but there are teams that can get you in a bad spot. Oh, also, if you let them act too many times when they're on all fours, they'll go into this stance where they absorb physical attacks, so watch out for that. Alright, good luck, hope you enjoyed, thanks for watching.